What is up, train fam, and welcome to another episode of Freight Car Friday. We are going to be looking at a 2-foot, believe it or not, narrow gauge 30-foot boxcar. This one we saw up in Maine, and I really like the way they look. They definitely strike my eye, and as you can see right here, they remind me of the 36-foot Atlas reefer cars and also the 40-foot Lionel milk cars. I really like the Woodside cars, and I think that they're very striking. I love how all the lines have done a good job with the different names, especially from the New England area. So why don't we take a look at where these cars came from? This is a great representation of what a 2-foot narrow gauge engine looks like to a standard gauge engine. And there over to the left, you can see number 52. I don't think it's the same boxcar that we saw up in Maine. However, it's definitely the same representation of a 30-foot wood-sided car. And another reason why these 2-foot narrow gauge equipment is so close and dear to me is because when I grew up as a kid, I grew up in South Shore, Massachusetts, which is very close to Carver, Massachusetts. And in Carver, they had Edaville Railroad, which had all of the equipment from the Maine Narrow Gauge Railroad, which was based in Maine in these times where you see right here with the steam engines. LSD Atwood, or EDA for short, took all the equipment down from Maine when all of these were being retired, and he saved them to be run, believe it or not, on his own personal cranberry bogs. He used the engines and the equipment to take the cranberries once they were harvested and brought them over to where the trucks would be and shipped them off to wherever they needed to go. So now you can fast forward into the 1980s, is when I was a little young buck, and of course Edaville was still operating, this time not really to haul cranberries, but more to haul tourists. And these videos are going to show short clips of what Edaville looked like when it was pretty much at retirement. Now, ironically enough, when Edaville finally was retired, they used all of the trucks that originally brought the equipment down from Maine to, believe it or not, bring the equipment back to Maine again, where they will be preserved and kept at museums in running and static condition. If you look at this next video, you'll see all the old trucks bringing the equipment back to Maine again. Yes, it was an end of an era for Edaville Railroad. All of the nice equipment, 4 steam engines, freight cars, passenger cars, cabooses, and all the other types of railroad equipment went back to Maine. Sadly, an era was over. However, all is not lost, as 3 private small railroads have taken over the ownership of all the equipment. And as you can see in this shot right here, they have definitely restored a lot of their equipment. So anyways, train fam, I hope you enjoyed this short little Freight Car Friday segment. As you can see right here, we had a blast up in Portland, Maine. We had to stop by and take a look at these freight cars and a couple of passenger cars that were parked on the siding. This, however, is Maine Narrow Gauge Railroad. They're a great operation. I invite you to check out them and any other narrow gaugers that are up in Maine, as there are a lot. So once again, guys, if you haven't already done so, please like this video. Post any comments below. If you want to add any information onto what I've already said, I'd love to hear your comments and thoughts. Once again, guys, please subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed Freight Car Friday. Until next time, hope everyone is well and stay safe.